Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, we have had the question about the affordable housing. Something that the majority of Kenyans feel that the government should not deduct money from anyone to go on that. This is a selective group of people here who are paying for affordable housing. So the matter was taken to the High Court, and the High Court made a ruling declaring the housing levy unconstitutional. So they suspended the housing levy. Then that matter on November 28, 2023, it was taken to the High Court. The High Court also declared housing levy unconstitutional, citing the discrimination because a selective Kenyans in formal employment were the one paying for this, not everyone. So Ruto, through the Attorney General, sought a stay order so that they can continue to collect this money. And the sad thing is that at one point the court granted them their prayers. So they have been collecting housing levy. And today, a 3-judge bench consisting of Justice Lydia Achode, John Mativo, and Justice Mwani Gachok, they have made a ruling ordering the government to halt housing levy deduction until the case is heard against the program and a determination is made either to allow the government to collect housing levy or not. That is now the ruling. So, housing levy has been suspended as declared by this 3-judge bench. Ruto has been asked to stop collecting housing levy, and here is part of the ruling. The trial court held that the housing levy was introduced without a legal framework. It also held that the levy was targeting a section of Kenyans. In our view, public interest lies in awaiting the determination of the appeal. This is because if the stay sought is granted at this stage, should the appellant court affirm the impact decision, then some far-reaching decision that will have been undertaken pursuant to the implied laws may not be reversible. Public interest, in our view, tilts favor of in not granting the stay or the suspension sought. Public interest tilts is in favor awaiting the determination of the issue raised in the intended appeal. That is part of the ruling. So there is one thing as indicated in that ruling, that if the government is seeking for a stay order to allow it to continue collecting housing levy, what if the court make a ruling that housing levy is unconstitutional? Watatumia njia gani kurudishia Wakenya pesa zao? Hapo ndo kizungumkuti tutokea. Will they return the money? And above all, if you are allowed to collect and you are still having an active case on the same, what information and signal are you sending to the court? That because you have allowed them to collect, now how do you rule against it? You say it's unconstitutional. That means if you allow this, it is going to inform part of the final decision on the same matter. So the perception will be created, we are collecting taxes, people are paying, and So why do you remove when you allowed it to happen? That is what has also made these judges to make this ruling, ordering the government to halt housing levy deduction. Wangoje kesi isikizwe, iamuliwe, uamuzi wa mwisho ndio wafanye mambo kama hayo. So for that we have issue with the power. So we have to change from this one to solar. Now, what was I saying? If Ruto was going to be allowed to do what he's doing, and you see, has been forcing the court to allow it because he wanted the final ruling that will come soon to be informed by what they are doing already, collecting taxes. So amesema ngoja kesi sikizwe, uamuzi ufanye. In one way, Ruto should be worried. And in another way, they might also be playing Kenyans. We will go deeper into that, but just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, this ruling, in one way or another, it can also inform the final ruling that might come. Because, yes, there was no proper public participation. There was no legal framework on introducing the housing levy. It is a section of Kenyans in formal election. Formal employment. Wale wanyako kwa formal employment ndio wanapigwa hiyo tax. So it is discriminative in nature. Because of that, it should be hard. It's either so that tulipe ama tusilipe. Lakini ingekuwa ni kwamba kuna vile unafaidika upata nyumba kwa sababu ya kulipa hivi, then ingekuwa ni sawa. Lakini hapa upati chochote. Hata kama wanakata 10,000 ama 20, wakata hata miaka yako 10 yote, you will get nothing. Ukienda kununua ni kama umeanza upya. It is discriminative. Because a section of people are paying, wengine hawalipi, lakini tunajenga Kenya. Koti inasema mambo kama haya, we won't allow it. Stop first, we listen to the case and make a final decision. Now again, this can be a trick. We have seen Ruto together with Mother Kome in a meeting. We don't know what they discussed. Will this be part of the script they are acting here? That you go, allow the court to make such a ruling, to halt it, we stop, then we obey the court order, then we stop and await the final ruling, but in the final ruling, do a favor to our wish. So that now you allow housing levy, make it constitution through your ruling. So Kenyans will celebrate for a short time that they have allowed us. Now we have won it. Now Ruto has to obey court orders, and indeed he has obeyed. Then all of a sudden, a ruling comes. In this ruling, they give according to the wish of the tax collector in the name of Zakayo. Na huyu wa Kenya anaitwa William Ruto. So, in as much people will celebrate that it has been halted, above all, we have to wait the final ruling. We have to wait. Because it can be a game that are playing Kenyans on the same. Then wakuja wafanya uamuzi mwingine ambao utakuwa tofauti, ule wa kufurahisha Ruto, lakini wa kugandamiza mfuko yetu. Wale wanalipa ushuru, mimi sijaajiriwa kazi na serikali yoyote. So that's current news we are having today. And if indeed this ruling has not been informed by the meetings between Ruto and Mother Kome and other things, then we should know that the courts ni kama wameamua to follow the law and stop some kind of drama here and there that Ruto is trying to force on their throat. Then this can be the right way to go. Wafanya uamuzi wao bila kushawishiwa na executive kwa njia ya kushurutishwa. Sababu wamekuwa wakishurutisha. They have to stop threatening judges. Let them do their work. We don't know what Ruto is going to say today on this. Lakini ile mambo anaweza sema kuambia vijana ni kwamba mtakubali watu wachache wakaya 2 3 mahali wafanya uamuzi wakasimamisha kazi ya vijana, na vile nimewaletea kazi gani? Kazi ya mjengo zimekuweko, but they are hyping it to look like ni hao ndo wameleta. Kwani wakati wa uhuru kuko na kazi ya aina hii haikufanyika? Na mbona Wakenya wako hata ushuru na saizi wakatwa? So many things. I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.